Welcome back to the click example. To see click example, let's launch our Notepad++. Let's say click example and tag UI example, and the syntax of click implies, as we have seen, click, and then you can use any of the identifier, which is dom/xpath/point or image. So we'll see this example. To do so, let's save this and go to our desired location and save this file, and let's save this as click and dot tag and say enter. This is saved. So let's first do the example of we'll use all the combinations here. We'll say click image example, that is click something. To do so, first let's say launch, and we'll launch our website. The website we'll be using is https://bankrate.com, and this is what we're going to use, and we'll wait for timeout for like 5 seconds. If it's not loading, getting loaded in 5 seconds, and we'll come back and we'll basically load a click on an image which is on the screen. So let's see what we are going to do. For that, launch your Chrome browser. In the Chrome browser, type bankrate.com. Here we have a lot of options. It's a website for personal finance, and in the site we have few options. So we'll try first performing click operation with the various identifiers. As parameter say, we'll go with the first image. So to do so, what we're going to do is we'll try to capture this and capture this. Once we click it, we'll try to read this information because this is a page header, and we'll store it in the variable whether this whole string contains credit cards. If it's a credit cards, we assume that this is a credit card page. Once we do that, we'll try to capture the bank rate image, and we'll perform a click so that we back to the same location, and we'll try to perform some other operation site. Let's get started. Go back and click homepage, and we see credit card here. To capture the credit card, open your snipping tool, try to capture credit card. So clear the better. So I captured it, and also tend to click it. So you can save, and you can go back to your credit card or card PNG. It's going to save it in a PNG file. If you can see here, if you can notice here, this is PNG. So which is going to get saved in a PNG format, and hit save. So we saved credit card information. So we are here. Also, once we are done, we'll probably clicking back our bank rate and capture bankrate.com. So bank rate is captured. So we can say save as and say bank rate home.png, for example. That's what you're going to say, and close this. So let's come back here, and as we have seen, we have saved in this location. Go to the location, probably go to this location, try to get the name, perform a click operation. So come back to your TagUI code and say PNG and time out for like 5 seconds, so that we'll see the page is being loaded by 5 seconds. Once done, we'll try to verify the whether we are in the credit card page. Check if we are in credit card page. To do so, we'll be using read variable, as we have seen. So read, and let's go to our credit card page. In the credit card page, try to go to settings, and then you have more tools. In the more tools, you have developer tools. Click on developer tools, and your developer tools should open. So in the developer tools, go and right click on inspect, or like select the thing which you want to check and right click and say inspect, and it should take you to the location. So you can able to copy this whole thing because it's a DOM object. So you will be reading the DOM here. So take the DOM and put it in along with the read and say to, and you store them in the variable. So let's say we're going to have a variable saying var check cc page, which is credit card page, and by default it is empty. Let's say var page, and let's try to display a value var, and let's check the value, come back here, and let's check if the value has been read here. So what we are going to do is we are going to store this best or credit card best credit card top of offer of October in our var check cc page. And once we do that, we would check if var cc contains, so contains method check whether it contains some specific keywords. So here what we will be checking is we are going to check whether it contains credit cards as a word. If it is true, echo and say credit cards page is displayed, else credit card page is display, else you can say echo credit cards page is not displayed. So let's make this one as a lowercase. This validates the checking of it. So we are using trying to perform a click on a image, and then we are trying to store the value of the page. We are checking whether we are in that particular page or not. If we are in that particular page, we are saying true, and they're verifying it. Let's save this, and then let's go to our command line to execute it. So launch your command line. To launch your command line, go to your search and select for command line. Command line will be opening. Let's move the command line here. Let's navigate to our desired folder where we have our, let's go to the and say TagUI click.tag and hit enter. We launched our site. So let me make it a little bit smaller so that we can really monitor the log, what's happening here. And this is empty. It launched bankrate.com. It tried to click credit card, and then it is going to read the page, and it closed. So if you can see, let me just increase the size. As we did, it started with a blank. So we had a blank. So we see there's a blank statement. It launched bankrate.com, and post that it tried to click, we tried to click creditcard.png, which is, if you can see here, this is where the click event is. And once we finish that activity, we come and read the value of this in the page to a variable. And once we do that, we are trying to echo here, which is what the value is. So initially it was empty. Now if we come here, the value of the variable here contain the string, and here we did a verification whether that contains credit card. If it is contains, then it is true, and once it is true, it displays this information. This has been displayed here. So this concludes click with a image example. Next example we'll see is a point. Means we have a point, we'll try to click on a point. Okay, so let's see example for a point. So how does it work? To do so, we are here now. We'll go back to our home page so that we can see the home page. Let's go here and say, once we do that, let's click on and say back to home page, and here you say click, and we have a click home example. Copy, and you come back here and say click home.png and say save. So it comes back here. Now to and say time out seconds, and then come back. Let's say example of point. So we'll try to click and a point, which is click here, and we'll try to click a personal loan section of it. So we'll say click personal loan. So when we click on the personal loan page opens, right? So we'll do exactly the same way, the way we validated that. So let's come back to get the location of it, launch our mPose tool, and let's try to get the location of the screen. Go here and put your mouse cursor wherever you want it, and you can say Control Alt and X. So you should get a value here. So you can see a value here which location, which is X is equal to 609 and 465, and that's where we are going to click. So go back to our this code and say, hey, click 609 comma 465 location, so which is point that is personal loans section. And then we'll come back here in the page. Once we do that, we'll copy our whole part of this code and we say time out 5 seconds. We come back here, copy this whole section and paste. Here we'll be changing, we'll go back. So once you click on a personal loan, this page opens. Go back to your settings, more tools, developer tools. So in the developer tools, select DOM object. So come back here, you have a best personal rate, copy, and come back here and we're going to paste to the variable. And before that, copy the variable and clear the variable, make it empty so that we don't have any. And we can say PL page, which is personal loan page. So here we will check PL value. Here we will say PL page contains personal loan. So let me check the case. I think it is lowercase, yes, personal loan. If it contains, we can say loan page is displayed. Is not displayed. If it's not displayed, you can say it's not displayed and save and go back and save and let's run it. So let's close this. So nothing is there on the screen, clear it and let's go back, clear our previous screen and run this. So we can see Google Chrome is launched. It's navigating to Bankrate. Now it's going to click on credit cards. So it clicked on credit card. It's verifying the credit card. It came back clicking on a personal loan as we discussed, which is a coordinate. It verified the coordinate and we closed it. So if you can see, personal loan page is not displayed. So let's just go back and check what's the problem. Okay, we were not doing this PL page and we were storing this one in a wrong variable, which is PL. I think that was a mistake. Save it and let's run it. So it's a copy paste error. So we'll be careful when you're copy pasting it. CLS and let's run again. It did function everything the way we wanted, but it did not click the way we wanted to. It did not verify what we want to. So navigated, going to click on credit cards. Did it click? It click on credit cards. Verifying credit card now. It is going back to home page, personal loan, and now again a typo here. Technically it did work, but we had a typo here. Let's do it again one more time. So navigating to the page and clicking on bank rate, clicking on personal loan and verifying the personal loan now. Now you can see page is displayed. So this is an example of a click. So if you can see, we clicked on the coordinate and which is over here like this, and the same place you can see in the screen which we clicked in the log, and if everything comes correct, we are ensuring that we are in the same page, and if the page contains personal loan, we are displaying this information. This finishes our point example. So this is the example for, so I'll actually make it little decorative statement and say point example, and let's copy paste completely and go back, and we'll say next one is XPath. We'll say XPath example. So we'll be clicking back home page. So here, when you launch your Google Chrome, go to bankrate.com, and now the next one is home equity. Let's use our XPath to find this. So let's go there to our settings, more tools, developer tools. So in the developer tools, let's get a XPath value for. So if you see home equity in this section, come and say Control F to find your say / a as an anchor link, and we say attribute at the rate. Let's try to get the value of equity. So go to equity and then right click on it. We can go here and see the equity anchor tag. So if you see, you have a class, and I will use this one to click on it. Let's say I would say our tag is div, and see if I can able to access, and the attribute is id equal to, and let's take this one as a copy, and let's see paste, give single quotes, and with the single quotes and close. If you see, that's the only link we have. So let's copy this as XPath. Let's just remove the point here and say XPath. So this is XPath which we are going to give. We are saying example of XPath, click home equity, and when you click on it, let's say HQ, and HQ is empty. Here you say HQ, and let's come back and update this as a HQ. Here also HQ, and in our find also should be HQ. Now let's try to get the, when you click on it, what comes. So we see HELOC or home equity comes in. Let's try to get home equity value and store it in our, and we can verify here home equity to check. We are in a home equity page. Say home equity page is display, and you can say here home equity page is not display. If it is not display, save this one, check it up if it looks good, save, minimize it, close this, clear the old one wherein we are going to run. So it will run all the three things. It will run the image, it will run point, and it's going to run now XPath. Click and enter. So it should launch your browser. So now it should click our credit card. So now it's verifying whether we are in a credit card page. Clicking home page back, clicking on a point, verifying point, personal page, personal loan, clicking back to home page. Now it's clicking home equity, and we are in home equity, and home equity is verified, and see, we can see home equity pages. So now we're going for the last but not least, the example of, so click here, we'll try to copy this whole thing, and we'll go over here and we'll say DOM example, and let's find out DOM. Let's go to our site and see what can we find with the DOM. Let's say contact us. Let's see if we can able to click contact us by using, let's check it up once. What is the DOM element? Yeah, we can use the name property, which is contact us. We can just use contact us. If you click on contact us, and it will be in a contact us page. So let's go and say click contact us, or you can copy this and come back here. So in the inspect, we can check contact us page, so which is here. So let's go back and say, instead of everything here, remove all the aspects of it, contact us to check CU page, which is contact us page. Say CU page, and we can update it here as C page, and come back and update it here page. Instead of contains, we'll say equals to contact us. If yes, you can say contact us pages, not save, and let's run all the examples one by one. Close this, clear this, let's escape this so that we have a clean screen, and we'll be running it. So we'll be running all the things together now. Say click.tag, and it should launch, and now it should go and click the credit card, and credit card page is displayed. Verifying credit card, verified, homepage click, personal loan page clicked, and bank rate is clicked, home equity XPath is clicked, verified, and it is going to contact us clicked, contact us page is verified, and finished. So this finishes click example. So we had gone through all the things which contains all the options.